Good morning, Soul Fam. This is Rena with this week's energy update for the week of January 18th. So things have shifted. There's less exhaustion, less confusion. I feel like we're starting to kind of get back to ourselves, but holler at me, hit me up if you feel like you've aged during coronavirus. It's been a very, very stressful time, especially for starseeds and light workers and way showers, just to kind of have to, brunt the holding space and holding the light in times of darkness, right? In the Kali Yuga, right? It's been prophesized that this is the darkest of times. Kali, the goddess, the Hindu goddess with a bunch of skulls and, she's like a man-eater. She's very destructive. So this is the age of Kali Yuga, okay? So anyway, so having said that, if you're still hanging in there, I applaud you, because a lot of people, so whatever you've worked through in the 3D realm, whether it's been abundance blocks or whether it's been freedom blocks, feeling like you're not sovereign, you're not free, lack and scarcity, drama, trauma, whatever it is, if you have worked through those things right now, the reason why the last few weeks have been really kind of hard is because you're a target, right? Because the darkness seeks you out, because they're like, ooh, someone who's sending off the vibration of freedom. Oh, they're a target. Ooh, someone who's sending off the vibration of abundance. We're going to attack them. And so I hate to say it, but that's what's been happening, right? That's why it's been so rough. And that's why we've been sleeping a lot, because it's just been like, if you've done the work and others haven't, they can feel it, right? It's almost like you're shedding light on their darkness. And so they start projecting on us. So hopefully you are past that. Hopefully you're continuing to protect yourself with black crystals and shungite from the EMF and all that good stuff in order to make sure, turquoise, I'm selling turquoise. I love turquoise. I've been buying a shit ton of it because it is the protection stone. A lot of healers and priests, and kings and queens have worn turquoise throughout the ages. So if you're interested in my turquoise Southwest collection, very chic, very modern, very clean, hit me up. So basically that's what's been going on. There has been a shift. So now, we've just gotten through a new moon. Now we have a full moon to look forward to, right? And we know how full moons are. We're mostly water, so it's going to affect us, right? Schools and emergency rooms go crazy during the full moon. This time we find ourselves in the full moon of the beautiful sign of Leo. My son is a Leo. So Leo is all about shiny glamour, right? Drama, right? Glitz, passion. It's just a very fun sign, a very playful sign. However, even though you have an opportunity to do creative projects and to be seen and to shine, right? However, it is being opposed by like 4 or 5 planets like Saturn, Jupiter, right? And Mars and Mercury. So it is going to be a hard alignment. So there is going to be opposition. So just be careful with that. What does that mean? It means that you might encounter drama. And the full moon is on January 28th. So that's looking ahead, okay? Looking ahead some more, guess what? Mercury retrograde is coming back. It happens 3 or 4 times a year, right? And this Gemini is prepared because it's in an air sign. It's in Aquarius. And Gemini retrograde, Mercury retrograde is happening January 30th to February 20th, right? So prepare yourself, self-awareness, knowing what's going on. This is why I do these videos. When you know what's going on, you're not crazy, you prepare for it psychologically, emotionally, energetically, and you're able to really deal. And really on the consciousness scale, when you get to acceptance, that's 350, which is 100 above neutrality, which is 250. And most humanity is vibrating around fear or grief, which is 90. So most humans are operating under 100 on the consciousness and energy scale. So if you can vibrate at neutrality with your, if you're a meditator and you just come into situations with neutrality and able to hold different perspectives in the multidimensional field of possibilities, or you're able to accept what's going on, the shit show that we call Earth right now, you're at 350. So that's what I invite you to do is try to be at neutrality, and if you can, work up to acceptance, because ultimately we need to shift the consciousness, right? We are the lights. We are whole. We are here we were born to shift the consciousness to help Earth during this dark time. to help, you know, not necessarily wake people up, but when people have awakened, we're here to help guide them, hold space for them, right? So I invite you again not to react, even if people are projecting their shit on you. Don't react, respond, right? Because you're in your power when you respond, you're in your power when you take action, whereas you lose control and you lose your power when you react, okay? So that's my invite to you, is be in neutrality or be in acceptance, okay? That doesn't mean apathy. There's a big difference. It's not like you're apathetic. You're like, oh, who cares? I gotta wear masks everywhere. I mean, I had to wear masks in New Mexico yesterday to work out in a spin class yesterday for the first time. And let me tell you, it's not fun working out in a spin class with a mask, but that's the world we live in, right? And, you know, I think the only place they don't make you wear a mask is like the pool. But trust me, if they could, they will. They'll come out with plastic masks where you have to wear them when you're swimming. So, but anyway, I'm not making fun. I want everyone to be safe in coronavirus. It is a real man-made thing. So it is out there. It's just, to me, it's like, if you're social distancing, if you're wiping down things, if you're keeping your immunity up with vitamin C, if you're not an energetic match to that virus, you know, or any other virus for that matter, because your immunity is strong and you vibrationally vibrate in a different level, then why would you be a match to corona? That's all I'm asking. So anywho, so back to the program. So if you like what you're hearing, if you feel empowered, if you feel like this gives you hope, please share, follow, share it with at least 3 of your friends. Have them, you know, follow either on Insta, Inside Job Healing, or Rena Inside Job Healing on YouTube, whatever format people like. And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't do social media. Well, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? Because some social media is good and empowering, like this one, and Phil Good and Lori Ladd and all those guys. So what's really, really important right now, guys, is that you hold the higher vibration, okay, at 250 or 350. So that means neutrality and acceptance, okay? And it requires a lot of mental discipline, okay? So for me, I listen to positive affirmations from Abraham Hicks, like the Morning Rampage or Everything is Working Out for Me. They have thousands of videos on YouTube. So just look up Abraham Hicks. They are literally one of the most powerful spiritual teachers on the planet, and they are channeled. You know, and I'm telling you what, it will get your morning off to a good high vibing start. Detox. In my Lifestyle Reset and Thrive, I give an amazing detox recipe for what to drink in the morning to make sure that your liver and kidney are detoxing, so you don't have to live off of coffee. And trust me, when I was moving, I had to live off of coffee because I was exhausted, because I wasn't taking, you know, my detox protocol. And then as soon as I got on my detox protocol, bye-bye coffee. And literally I'm caffeine free again. And if I choose to do a decaf here and there, then I do, but I don't need it. And so that's why a lot of us also are really tired, is because when we wake up from our 3 a.m. detox cycle, we're not completely detoxified and there's a lot of toxins in our stream and we're exhausted. And that's why we have to drink coffee. So anyway, don't mask your tiredness with coffee. Hit me up if you're interested in the program. It's an Ascension program. It's a blueprint. It's a system from A to Z, 12 weeks. Hit me up. So guys, with Mercury retrograde, just to come back to that, so just to prepare psychologically, don't sign any contracts from January 30th to February 20th during Mercury retrograde. Traveling is going to be a little wonky. You might, you know, hit some hiccups, delays, and technology is going to be affected. So if you're somebody who works from home or uses Zoom or the internet or things like that, just be prepared. You know, so right now there is still some frustration. There was a lot of frustration actually this week of things kind of not going as planned. So you might have felt the energy of frustration this week. I know Sunday night, if you recall back to Sunday night, I actually had like a tummy ache and I had like abdominal cramps. And so just think about Sunday night. Were you releasing some things on a cellular, physical level by excreting them? So just kind of think back at like you releasing what doesn't serve you. And just remember, you are in this new age. You are in this new cycle. It doesn't feel like it because other people aren't there. So you're there. They're just projecting on you because they haven't done the work, right? So it's a little bit of a challenge. The cosmic energies are a little bit haywire in January and February. Like I've said before, things are going to get better in March, right? It's a lot of opposition. Like I said, Mars is in Taurus. which it doesn't like, right? Mercury is getting ready to retrograde. There's so much opposition with this full moon, but you know, do your best, shine, be playful, do some creative projects, have fun with it, set some intentions. And it almost feels like there's this energy, like where you know, we have this reset, this cosmic reset where we started, you know, from new, whether it's starting a new job for some of you, whether it's starting a new relationship, whether it's moving, whatever it is. It's like we want to do, like we want to move into that new house and have like everything there, right? Like we want it to be like perfect off the bat. It's like there's this energy with Jupiter being in Aquarius, which is very expansive. It's a very progressive sign. It's like we want everything done yesterday. Like we want to do all the new things. We want to have everything like now. So we feel like this kind of sense of urgency and rush. So my recommendation to you is take your time. Take your time, be very discerning, be very mindful about everything you buy, everyone you put in your life, right? What projects you take on. Just be very mindful, conscious, and discerning. Rome was not built in a day, right? So even though this Jupiter expansive, you know, energy is like pushing you to get everything done now in your new life, just take your time, right? And there's no, if you just have the people you love, buy the things you love, you can't make any mistakes, right? So there are no mistakes. So take your time, slow down, and just don't fill up your calendar, your social calendar in January, right? Like we're in Corona, right? But just slow it down, right? Don't like feel like you have to do the most. Just kind of slow down, take it one day at a time. Give yourself a breather, like slow down even on work projects. Just let things kind of, you know, let things kind of simmer, okay? So you're thinking like a simmering pace, so slow down. And then what else did I want to mention? Yeah, I would just say, like, you know, I would just say be patient. Be patient. I think like right now is a time for strategy. It's a time for research. It's a time for laying best plans. But really a lot of things are going to come to a culmination in the spring. So just get ready to be ready. All right. Love you guys. Rena Yassiri with InsideJobHealing.com. Hit me up if you have any questions or you're interested in any of my products or programs.